Okay, I'm trying to do something later tonight. So that's what all this stuff's for on the driveway. I have a little bit of a sloped driveway, and trying to make these things level. So yeah, I'm gonna try setting up the layout on my driveway tonight. I'm gonna try. See how far I get. But while I was pulling out these boxes, here's three of my other boxes. You saw the first box number one, in an earlier video. So these are the other three boxes. But I'm only going to talk about box two right now. So again, Classic Space logo, OBB CSL, Ontario Brick Builders Classic Space Layout, or Cassiopeia Sierra Lunar Base, LL2079/2. So this is box number two. Now I never got around to actually numbering 3 and 4. This is my first attempt, and you can actually see that's my Cricut cut paint, and then LL928 is crooked. But I wanted to give it a shot. This is the one box. This is the first box I made, and it's different than the other boxes because I thought you can see the door goes on the front. The top does not overlap the door, top or bottom. There's no overlap to this door. And I thought after I built it that I would modify my plans so the door itself tucks into the top and bottom like that. And in that aspect, in that regard, I mean, this is 1/2-inch plywood and it should have been fine, but now the top cannot compress down because this is in the way on all four sides. So it has four sides that the top is sitting on. So you can, come and sit on it. There's me sitting in a box. Turn around and go, hi, sitting in a box. I probably overthought the plumbing because I think the top would have been fine just on three sides, support on three sides, but I put the extra. Also, the first box, again, 1/2-inch plywood, good one side, seemed to be better than all the other plywood I got. so that was my experiment. I liked it so much that I went and bought 3 more sheets of plywood, and same plywood, but it was months apart, and this was very, very smooth. I didn't even have to sand it, and this is very, very rough. A little bit bowed, but whatever. The boxes are done. They look used, and again, the arrow points up, so when people help me move these boxes in, they know that this side's up anyway. And again, squares on top, so they stay together. But this is box number 2, and in box number 2 is the easiest box I had, because basically, open it up, you can see that this is a good one side because there's whatever. So there's the habitat all tucked in, and I do put the gantry. This is what I said in my other video. The gantry does stay in this box, and that's just because I needed a place to put the gantry, so it just tucks in there like that. And now the only thing in this whole box is that one build, and I'm going to take it out, so I'm going to have to put the phone down for a sec, so forgive me. Okay, so I took it out. There's the habitat, and I do have one of my landing pads on top, so I'll take that. Actually, 2 of my landing pads, so I'll take those both off and store them there. There's number 4. There's number 3. Again, you have to have a place to store them. So that's what those are. Now, very often, the EL wire doesn't make the trip nicely. It looks like there's some damage here. So I'll quickly fix that. Looks like there's a piece missing in the back. I'll see where that is. Probably when I put the landing pads on. So it's probably inside the box. Not the box. Oh, there's right there. Open your eyes. Okay, so looks like a few other things are missing too. Yeah, sometimes things get damaged in shipping, so you spend a little bit of time. And again, I might try to glue down the EL wire into the tile clips. But anyway, this is my habitat. then that whole habitat just slides right into that box, and Bob's your uncle. Oh, this is the top of the elevator, which goes right there. So there's a in universe, there's an elevator to get you because you have to get off this landing pad when you land there. So there's the elevator, and it actually goes down. You can't see it. What I just realized now is that I actually haven't finished wiring this guy yet, so I have to figure that out. Hopefully before tonight. So you look right inside. There's all the sundries and containers and whatever else, and the train drops it off, and it goes. There's an elevator right in the corner that goes to all the levels. Oh, there's the other little piece that goes right on there. Piece of cake. Again, custom engraving by jealouspanda.com. So that's fantastic. Most of those windows, those 4x6 windows, came from jealouspanda.com because those windows don't come in. Oh yeah, that's it. All those windows came from jealouspanda.com, even the non-engraved ones, because they never released those 4x6 windows in trans yellow. So all of them, and you can see the logo. You can see the logo, and there's the logo looking fantastic, and there's people behind there moving around. So this is the habitat. This is where they live, and so you can see there's a bed. There's a person laying down. There's a little computer control. There's the space suit on the wall, all hung up. I'm going to get more windows. So I actually ran out of blue frame windows and trans yellow inserts from Jealous Panda. So I'm going to order more. And so these guys will go. So I put them somewhere where I could get at them easily. Now, there's a difference between the windows and the cockpits. And the reason why these are here is because the monorail doesn't interfere here. The monorail and the monorails are so wide that they would hit, of course, this. But right now, in this one zone, there's no monorail track. So I did that there, and I did it over here. And I did it all the way along the bottom because there's no monorail at all over here until you get to here. There's a monorail that shows up here. It goes straight up this way. So, it does look good lit up. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to it tonight because, of course, I cut the wire at the last show so I could hide the wire. That was mighty dumb of me. So I'd actually have to take this apart and solder on some ends here to get the wires inside. But I will figure out if I'm going to do that or not. That's all about I have to say because, again, it's one piece. Well, it's a bunch of pieces, but built in one piece. And it does the job. Again, on the top, these are lit up. All the pips here are lit up. This is LH, Lunar Habitat 01. That's the landing pad for the Lunar Habitat. And I used a green EL wire on this one instead of the usual yellow or what I used everywhere else. You know, just trying to change up this. Yeah, here's yellow here on the edge. That's why I wanted to try to see if it lights up tonight. So other than that, there's that one Benny with the dance-a-thon, whatever it was. Again, then Lenny, Benny, and Jenny, or Jenny, Lenny, and Kenny. I always forget, doesn't matter. And of course, the Easter eggs. I have Martian sitting here waiting for her monorail to show up. And again, just look like they're doing something, that they're busy working, going to job or coming home. I like this layer. It looks actually, oh, this guy fell over. I'll have to fix that. Get up. That's not gonna work. In universe, you know, I always thought that people had to live somewhere. Not only did they have to work somewhere and fly ships around and, you know, do stuff, they had to live somewhere. So I created, again, there's another room, nobody in it, but there's a bed and there's the console and there's the place where they hang up there. So she's working on her console right here. And there's the, hello, how are you? Not too bad. So there you be. And maybe I'll do more tonight. So I'll talk to you guys later.